All right, we're back with a tournament best of 3 here with Olaf the Moose. Game 1, well, sorry, our global bans for each other are Demons of Chaos and Dwarves, so those are both out. Game 1, I picked Skaven, Empire, Ogre Kingdoms. I banned Dark Elves. My opponent removed Skaven, so I have Empire and Ogres left to pick from versus his Grand Cathay. I'm thinking I'll go Ogre Kingdoms. Yeah, it seems fine. Ogres can still do some good stuff here. I'm suspicious of what he thinks is going to happen. We'll find out. I'll do Flock of Doomcaster. Keep it nice and simple. Yeah, punish Grand Cathay box or whatever. It's a nice big open map, which does mean if he has cannons, he's going to be poking at my Slaughtermaster quite relentlessly. But it is what it is. 5 Noblars, 3 Piggyback Riders. Only 3 Piggyback Riders are currently allowed on Vermin League. So it is what it is. I think we could go with Quad Leadbelcher here. Because if he does what I think he's going to do, I think he's going to box or blob. Or honestly, what are Leadbelchers even weak to? Hang on. I mean, if he goes Mass Archer, change the Blood Guzzlers, come always Blood Guzzlers. If he goes Mass Archer, Leadbelchers can do okay there when I get in range. Cannons, they can do well. Jade Lancers, I can do well. Flying units, I can do okay. So what if I do 4 Leadbelchers and then just peel for them? How does that feel? Skip Leadbelchers, Chrome, and kind of body them. And I've soured on them recently. Let's grab Iron Guts. Oh, I need 100 gold. What the hell? That's messed up. Could cut Wild Heart. I do like 80% more power recharge rate, though. It's kind of sick. Kind of sick with it. I like how this build is shaping up. Honestly, could cut 1 Noblar. And that gives me 100 more gold. Can I afford anything? Wild form? Boo. Boo. Yuck. Hiss. Wild form's dumb. Give our Leadbelchers more accuracy, I suppose. There we go. That's pretty fine. What'd I do? Oh, I cut 1 Noblar. Okay. Tracks. Actually, wait. We have unit slots left, so if I cut that, I could get a 550 and a 650 Ogre Bulls. Yeah, okay. Now do I want... How much bonus versus infantry is the dual weapons? 12! Ugh. Ew, cringe. Could get shields and 8 more melee defense. Whatever. We'll just get the dual weapons. Okay, so cut a Noblar to get 2 cheaper bulls instead of 1 Iron Gut. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. What was I doing? Hitting ready? Yeah. That sounds like something I'd do. 4 Leadbelchers! Belching lead! We will be victorious this day. Thunder Tusk got removed from tournaments because it's crazy OP. It's OP, no fun. Nobody likes it, so. Thunder Tusk is off the table. Could do some Stonehorns and stuff, but I think this is fine. He's probably preparing something nasty for a Golgies Maneater rush. Iron Gut rush, Crushers rush, Stonehorn rush. So I think the best thing I could do here is shoot him, either with 4 Leadbelchers, which is more my playstyle, or shoot him with double Noblar Scrap Launcher and an Iron Blaster Kite, which I'm not very good at, and I just find really boring. So out of the 2 options where I suspect he's preparing for a full rush, and I'm going to shoot him, I'm more comfortable with 4 Leadbelchers. That ends up being a bad idea. And it was a bad idea and I lose the game, but sometimes that's how life goes, right? Enemy troop count is huge, which is nice for us. Considering our only spell is Flock of Doom, I really want a lot of infantry to use that on. Considering I have 4 Leadbelchers, I want a lot of infantry and cavalry to use that on. I think the biggest thing I'd be concerned about is a small model count, and if he, like, 4 Jade Lancers, 4 Peasant Horsemen, 2 Long Marauders, 4 Croman, Zaytang, and like Zhao Ming, then I would be in some serious trouble. So seeing a lot of units comforts me a bit. And again, could still be wrong and then just lose. But that is life. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes you lose badly. I feel like this is going well. I feel like this recording is going great. Everyone's enjoying it. We're all having a good time. No one is mad at me because of my terrible singing. It's going very well. Sabertooth packs with high weapon strength and cheap, and then ogre bulls and whatever. Just want to keep them around for any mobility stuff that comes from my lead belchers. I'm going to take my Flock of Doomcaster and put him really far back in case of cannons. Just to assess the situation. And he can get where I need him to be to cast Flock of Dooms in the blink of an eye, so he'll be alright. Let's do left-hand mass, right-hand mass, center. And I put my Iron Guts on the very outside because Grand Cathay famously has no armor-piercing mobility. No Jade Lancers, Longma Riders. The RR Longma is armor-piercing, but regular Longmas aren't. So I want my most armored ogres on the outside, so if they take a charge from Jade Lancers or something, they'll take way less damage than like my Sabertusks or my Ogre Bulls would. So I just like them on the outer flanks. Flankus Maximus. Also, like, if he has balloons, which balloons can be a thing, 4 lead belchers can probably take him out. So, priority 1, kill anything that threatens my lead belchers. Priority 2, kite out the rest of it. You have an Ancestral Warrior summoning Dragon-Blooded Shugenin Lord. There are 2 cannons, so I feel justified in my concern. But it is a box otherwise. It is a box otherwise. Flock of Doomcaster is going to stay nice and safe. He has Ancestral Warrior Summon and the Slow. Probably going to throw an Ancestral Warrior Summon as soon as possible onto one of my lead belchers, and I'll just have to kite that shit out, but happens. Next shot comes out, I need to turn around entirely. Alright, dodging that as best I can. Nice job. My lead belchers are soon to get in range of the grand cannons. Now I know his Onyx Chromen are going to try and land, and I'm just going to have to kill them in melee. I don't want to waste my lead belcher's time shooting at his flying units because I really need to shut those cannons down once and for all. He's splitting his fire now, making it a lot harder for me. We'll still try, but it is what it is. Lead belchers have to get dangerously close to do any damage here. Oh, here we go. Decent damage out. Retreat before the archers shoot at me. There's the Ancestral Warrior Summon. We'll split up. Noblars can hold them in place as my lead belchers get back to shooting. Want to get a Flock of Doom like right there. Can hit like 5 units. Yeah, there's good enough. How did those Onyx Chromen get back into the sky? That's messed up. Lead belchers end up back in melee. Yeah, how the hell did those Onyx Chromen get back into the sky? That is not okay. Cannon is down to still 4 models, actually, which is problematic for me. Okay, so we lost 1 lead belcher to those Onyx Chromen. Nothing I can do about it, honestly. My lead belchers need to get back in range of those carronades. My Sabertooth packs need to dodge around so they don't rampage into their death. I get another Flock of Doom off. And his Ancestral Warrior Summon has finally faded away, so we can fully move up. How are those cannons still alive? Jeez, I thought lead belchers would do a lot better versus cannons when we got in range. Holy crap, they're missing everything. Wow, you guys are doing terribly. All right, that's GG, unfortunately. Now, you might be like, it's too early to surrender and all that stuff, but no. I lost 4 lead belchers for literally nothing. I have no idea how his Onyx Chroman got back up into the sky. That is wild. But I wasn't looking at it, so maybe something crazy happened while I wasn't looking, but... No, lead belchers did horrendously bad versus cannons. Horrendously! They should have done way better. What the hell? What the hell? Anyway, after that, like, after you lose your 4 lead belchers, there's no way 2 iron guts and some saber dust packs can kill 5 jade warrior halberds, so it's just GG. Alright, I'm just curious. This is after my games with Olaf. I was talking to him and I still just, like, am flabbergasted how poorly the lead belchers did versus 2 cannons. Now, I know he peeled one of them with a summon, and then the Onyx Chroman peeled another one at some point, but I am just curious to watch. Okay. 4 lead belchers, decent volley, but like, wow, they do miss a lot versus cannons. And the counterfire from cannons, don't know why the AI took so long to shoot at me. Wow, they really are not doing well. I know that looks like they're doing well, but like, for context, the AI took a strangely long time to shoot at me while I just walked up to them. Olaf obviously didn't take a long time to shoot at me. And he had Onyx Chroman peel me, where obviously this guy, I didn't give him Onyx Chroman to peel me with. And he had a summon, so it was only 2 lead belchers firing part of the time and 3 other parts of the time. Yeah, so with all those factors factored in, this is actually going very poorly. Holy crap. Wow. I thought lead belchers would hit the cannon models more and knock them out like normal range units do all the time. But they're just doing abysmally bad. And again, there we go. And there they hit all of them. But again, this looks better because the AI is being stupid for some reason and not firing when they should. Again, there's no Onyx Chroman and stuff. But yeah, wow. So it wasn't an aberration. It was just lead belchers apparently duel very poorly with cannons. Weird. All right, on to game 2. Probably just gonna lump this in with the first game, but that was, God, that was so fucked up. Like, I can't get over that. I'm talking to Olaf in chat right now. We're just chatting back and forth, and we're just chatting back and forth. But I was talking to him, and I'm like, okay, 4 lead belchers loses to 2 cannons, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, fine. How does 4 lead belchers not even kill a single model? Because his cannon still had 8 out of 8 models. 4 lead belchers couldn't kill a single model from those cannons. That is wild. That is wildly bad. So then it's like, okay, well then my whole strategy's not gonna work. If I thought 2v1ing lead belchers versus cannons, I could gain the ranged advantage and then kite the rest of the game and I would win. And he's just like, yeah, Flying Taco did something similar, but he used blood vultures to suicide dive the cannons because lead belchers literally can't hit them. And I'm like, okay, well if I had known lead belchers can't hit them, I wouldn't have taken 4 of them. Anyway, rage aside, we lost game 1, so moving on to game 2. Vulture Ridge is a bad map for me. It's a slow rising hill in the middle, and I don't have good lines of sight. He goes Dark Elves, Ogre Kingdoms, or Beastmen, bans Empire. I can go Skaven, but he picked 2 Skaven counters. And Dark Elves, honestly, after all their buffs, I don't know if I'd feel happy playing Skaven into Dark Elves either. I haven't gotten to play a lot of Skaven this tournament, though, because everybody keeps picking Skaven counters. He banned Empire. Let's see. If I can think of something that actually is good and do a lot of his picks, I'll pick that and try and win. If not, I'll just pick Skaven and go out in a blaze of glory. I do like playing my rats. Wood Elves, huh? Could go Wood Elves, ban Dark Elves. Then he has Ogres or Beastmen versus Wood Elves. Could be something there. He's hovering High Elves, but I don't know the High Elves versus Dark Elves match up well. It used to be Dark Elf favored, and then Dark Elves got buffs, so I'm guessing it's not good for High Elves still. Ogres versus High Elves is pretty cursed. Beastmen versus High Elves is fine for High Elves, so I could go like High Elves ban Ogres, but then it still feels a little suspect. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one. Ridged map, so I can't count on artillery for anything. Could go Norska. Norska ban Dark Elves, force Norska versus Beastmen or Norska versus Ogres. Though I think Centaurs will kind of mess with my Norska. We go Tomb Kings. Eh. Eh. Yeah, Tomb Kings honestly might be the best here. Bop. So if we go Tomb Kings, ban Dark Elves. Force him to go Ogres or Beastmen. I've seen a lot of Ogres versus Tomb Kings, so I at least know the premise of that matchup. So we'll do it. Tomb Kings, ban Dark Elves. Probably gonna go Ogres. Umas. So let's do Arken. Arken's black. People sleeping on Arken. People always forgetting about Arken the Black. People out here just saying, it has to be Cetra and his big kitty. The only possible way. People disrespecting Arken. Can't be allowed. Or can it? How cheap is Kotep? Here's the thing. How cheap is Kotep? Horse, Usurians, Sandstorm. Save 450 gold from Arken. Incantation of Vengeance is kind of cracked. 25 or more entities, though. That's not as good versus Ogres. Eh. The bound Sandstorm is nice, though, to take out Piggyback Riders. That is the true. Spirit Leech better? Or is Usurians better? Cut the Lich Staff and make him crazy cheap. But if I'm taking him, I mean, I kind of want the Lich Staff. Just to reset Flock of Doom, or his Fire Belly. If he's going to go with a Fire Belly, that can really mess up his day. If you're just spamming out Lich Staff stuff and distracting him, but... I don't know. I feel like Spirit Leech is just a little safer. So let's do Arken. I also want that Skeleton Warrior summon. So I'll hover with a 1700 gold Arken, and if I need the money, I can get it back. So how I think you should probably play this matchup is 4 Sepulchral Stalkers. How many am I allowed to take? Because I'm taking as many as I'm allowed to take. I forget if it's 3 or 4. Give me 1 second. Scroll to the Tomb Kings. Scroll. I can take 4 Sepulchral Stalkers. We're taking 4. Easy clap. 4 Seppi Stocks. 1 Ushopti Great Bow regular. 2 Ushopti Great Bows regular to deal with Lead Belchers. These Lead Belchers can be a bit of a nuisance for me. Skelly Horse Archers. I can go Skelly Spears. 25 gold I need for that exact composition. I could get a random Skelly Warrior and be okay. So 4 Skelly Horse Archers to chase off whatever I route. 2 Shopti Great Bows to shoot at Lead Belchers or to shoot at Crushers. 4 Sepulchral Stalkers also to shoot at Crushers or a Giant or something. Could do Carrion to just be annoying. So what happens if I go Kotep instead? Like, what can I do with that extra gold? Let's do Skeleton Horseman, let's do Incantation of Vengeance, and then Sandstorm. So 450 extra gold. Could get a 5th Spearman. And like an Archer and a Carrion. I don't know. So upgrading a Skeleton Warrior to a Skeleton Spear. Getting an extra Skeleton Warrior. Getting an extra Skeleton Horseman. Or I could have Arken with his Spirit Leech and his Summon. I think I'd rather have Arken with his Spirit Leech and his Summon. TBH. Spirit Leech. Life Leeching. Staff of Nagash. The Staff of Nagash. Yeah. We can do this. We can do this. This is okay. I mean, he is for sure going to know I have 4 Sepulchral Stalkers. That is a guarantee. When he sees, he gets, like, he's going to rise over the Vulture Ridge Hill. He's going to see 2 Shafted Great Bow, 4 Skirmish Cav, and some pissant Skeleton Spears. He's going to be like, there's a bunch of Sepulchral Stalkers somewhere. Oh, too funny. Yeah. But I mean, what are you going to do? We'll send it. Be nice to have Tomb Guard Halberds, 1 or 2, but with this type of build, I mean, I'm not trying to hold a static position, so I feel like my Tomb Guard would just spend most of the game walking or to find out where I am. I don't know. Maybe it's the right decision, but too late now. Maybe. I mean, troop count is 1,200, though that doesn't mean too much because Noblars have so many models that doesn't tell me if he has triple Crusher and a bunch of Noblars or not. So we have Aachen. Then we have Skellingtons. Ooh, Skellington. Spooky, scary Skellingtons. Do bow shopty. Do bow shopty thing. Yeah, I mean the whole thing is a hill, so can't really avoid it. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have my sneaky stalkers on one side and try and like absolutely blast someone that thinks they're getting a cute flank off. I think that'll be fun. So, like, someone will show up, you know, they'll be like trying to flank around my front line and get to the Ushapti, and then just bam, 4 Sepulchral Stalkers dead. Could be good. Could be bad. Could be good. Find out. And then if he's not looking like he's gonna fall for that, I can obviously just pull these guys back. They still have 50 speed. They can get where I need them to be. So we'll do it. We'll do it. Unfortunately, his carrion are gonna spot me nice and quick, so move up from here. No lead belchers, so I can kite for free. Heaven's Caster. Okay, so start Spirit Leeching him. Now the carrion are falling back. Shopty Great Bows. There is 1 lead belcher. You should fall back, don't let that happen. Use my Aachen staff. The Aachen stone. All my skirmish cav need to fall back. Right away from this nonsense. My skeleton spears get into fights. Okay. Arkin could go fight Saber-Tusk packs. We're blasting away at those crushers. Going to melee with these guys. Ushapti need to fire at the crushers. Sepulchral Stalkers need to fire at the crushers. Throw on guard mode for me and hit those crushers. One of you can kite away, the other one can kite this way. Crushers can only follow one of you. We do have Iron Guts coming down, so I'm going to send some Skeleton Horsemen to just go die for the great plan. Spirit Leech these Crushers because they happen to be right next to me. In comes an Ushapti summon. Right there. Okay. So we're doing our best. Here. I don't exactly know where my Ushapti summon showed up. There we go. I forgot. I was like, wait, where did I summon you? Saber-Tusk packs are beating up on my 4 Sepulchral Stalkers. Even the ROR Sepulchral Stalkers can't deal with Saber-Tusk packs. Absolutely wildin'. But we'll continue to shoot these guys. Bow Shopti have fallen back. Lead Belchers are here, so I'll deal with them as best I can. Things are going pretty poorly. TBH. Kiting the Ogres is turning out to be difficult. And a Skeleton Horse Archer over there, send a Skeleton Horse Archer over there. And you up here. But the Crushers are too strong, it appears. And Blood Vultures are going to attack Arkin. Okay, whatever. But a lot of stuff's fading away. He just had too many good units to shoot at. Like, you know, he had Double Crusher and a Giant and Iron Guts that I needed to shoot at with my Sepulchral Stalkers the whole time. So there was just too much to shoot at, not enough DPS available. I think he healed them anyway with thingy. So GG's. 0-2 to Mr. Olaf. Well-deserved win. Good, sir. Sepulchral Stalkers still did all right. I'm sad a Saber-Tusk pack. I'm sad the Saber-Tusk packs were straight up bodying my Sepulchral Stalkers. But yeah, I think that is the difficulty of Ogres right now, is there's too many good units. Like those Piggyback Riders slapped my front line. His Heaven's Casters didn't even do anything and he still won. Dang. Crushers didn't have to get a lot of value, they just distracted stuff. Giant was obviously pretty good too. Sepulchral Stalkers, they're good. They're just hard to defend. I wonder if you just like cut all the Skeleton Horse Archers, even though they're really good units. I wonder if you just have to go full static box. So cut these guys, get more skeletons, and like form a box formation and make the Ogres work through it while you shoot them with Sepulchral Stalkers, rather than trying to go mobile and kite them. Like having my Sepulchral Stalkers fall back, my Shopti Great Bows fall back, and do all that stuff, and Skeleton Horse Archers fall back. It's like, I can't outrun all the Crushers. Can't outrun the Saber-Tusk packs either. Even the Iron Guts and the Giant were just kind of a constant nuisance, so whatever. And you might be like, well, you weren't trying to fall back from the Giant, he just lumbered up. It's like, yeah, I kind of needed to get damage onto the Sky Striders, because the Sky Striders were murdering some of my guys, and it's like, well, if I spend the whole game running away from the Giant, the Sky Striders will just pick my guys off one by one with their slow and superior speed. It's a bit tough. We got rid of one of the Crushers effectively enough. Those Saber-Tusk packs just really messed with what we wanted to do. Lead Belchers also didn't get to do much, so it kind of went to plan. Our front line just did worse than I even thought. Like, Ogres just ran through it. They didn't even wait to kill most of them. The Iron Guts and the Piggyback Riders just passed a lot of them, which was disappointing. GG.
Subscribe, yes.